Hey everybody, I'm Elena. Today I'm a little bit more serious, as you can see. I'm gonna try to keep a straight face either way. But yeah, this was gonna be a fun tutorial, showing you the look that I just created and I really love. Is whatever, this is not the point of the video, but over the past month I've been, I've been having this turmoil going on in my head, and currently I'm in a situation where almost all my friends are out of town. I have nobody to share what's going on in my head with, go grab a coffee, sit around a table and share the experience and whatnot, and I really miss them. And sure enough, we communicate on the daily through WhatsApp and whatnot, but still it's not quite the same. But yeah, this is not the point. The point is I'm here to talk about feelings, so let's just say things how I feel them, actually. Like, well, just for starters, this is a quick introduction, and this is not going to be the point of the video today, but just so you know a little bit where I come from. I grew up in a really abusive household, so much abusive that, I was born healthy, but after enduring 17 years of abuse, I exploded, and, I got anxiety, and it's taken me over a decade, to overcome those fears and this damage that they sure enough inflicted on me. Okay, moving forward. This, of course, this shaped my personality a lot. I always have been a person who feels a lot, who cares a lot, who has I have my feelings, just right on top of my skin. I carry my heart, on my sleeve, if you know what I'm saying. So this is the kind of person that I am, but I learned through experience time and again that, you have to toughen up, and you toughen up so much, but at the end of the day, I'm still a human being, and for the past month I've been accumulating all this feelings inside of me that I really wanted to express, and I cannot express them because I moved places, and at the place that I'm currently living, I barely have any friends because they all moved away from here. It's not it's a dead town, actually. So yeah, so they are away in other cities, in other countries, so it's hard to catch up with people. So I find myself, just swallowing my feelings on the daily, here on my bedroom, or when I go on a hike, or when I go to the gym or whatnot. So sure enough, the other day I was at the gym because I started this getting back in shape in order to get my back healthy plan, and I met this guy at I stumbled upon this guy at the gym. And this guy is a guy who, this past summer, back when I had my surgery and it all went from bad to worse, because it's another whole story, it's another story. He came, with the ambulance just to carry me. He drives ambulance. So he just to carry me from my house to the hospital, and he saw the way I was being treated by my family, by my relatives. And when we were on the ambulance, he was like, "You should report this to the authorities." And I was like, who is gonna believe me, for once? And secondly, what's the point of it? This has been going on. This is not something new. This has been going on all my life. And sure enough, as a child, I didn't know that you could report things or anything, let alone I felt embarrassed by all of it. So I swallowed my feelings. I kept them to myself. I was this moody kid, that went around just because I was dreaming of why I cannot have this picture perfect family. Of course, this has taken me numerous visits to my therapist and a big deal of money that it's taken almost all my savings, because nowadays no one does anything for free. And to begin to accept, because this is not easy, you know, it's hard to even begin to consider the idea that your family, despite of your efforts and what you may do and not, they might not love you. And you don't have to be cool with that, but you have to accept that in order to move on and be happy with your life and be healthy, you know, and leave anxiety behind and whatnot. Okay, so there I am. I don't have love at home, so I have not been one who has been seeking for love outside my household, you know, like desperate kid, you know, running around praying for, you know, kneeling down in front of everybody, just give me some love. No, I just kept my cool, you know, I just rolled with the punches and that's it. So yeah, I encounter myself several times with people, not friends, because you know, friends take the time to get to know you and whatnot, because otherwise they wouldn't be friends, they would just be acquaintances and whatnot. You know, the friends, there's just people that take the time to get to know you, you know, further more than just going partying on or whatever. They just want to get to know you and you want to get to know them, so it's cool with them. But often enough with you know, love relationships, I have encountered myself that I have been accused of being so stiff, of being like, okay, I had this boyfriend that it was like, he was like, you don't love me at all, you know, you don't love me at all, because you know what, I had never been shown love, like ever. Oh my god, I'm trying to keep my tears in my life, so it's really hard for me to express love. It's not like I don't feel love, it's just like I have never learned the natural way to express love. So it's like a big experiment that you encounter yourself 20 years in the making, you know, you're being 20 years running through life, just being you and whatnot, and now all of a sudden you find someone who loves you, you love that person back, but that person is able to show love, and you are not able to show love because you are scared that if you show love to that person is gonna run away from you, or is gonna reject you, much like your parents did all your life. Every time you did something nice, it backfired on you so bad that you learn to keep it casual, keep it cool, keep your feelings to yourself. So yeah, it's really hard for me to open up. It's really hard for me to, you know, I am a person of feelings and whatnot, but it's really hard for me to communicate what's going on, you know, inside my head, and especially inside my heart. You know, very few people have the key to my heart, if you know what I'm saying, because it's really hard for myself to express these feelings. And I find that often enough, I communicate with, this is gonna sound real bad, but it's quite true, that I communicate better with animals, because you don't have to verbalize things with animals to let them know how you're feeling, or you know, vice versa. You know, you get how an animal is feeling and they get you, and it's not all negative, it's positive, it's whatever, but you can show love. And I have found a really big outlet, you know, with animals, just to express my feelings and learn to loosen myself, because I didn't even have pets growing up, so I was, yeah, it's not like I felt stiff, but I didn't know how to express myself. So I was so stiff that I was afraid to touch somebody. Like, my friends can tell you this, like, I am not a person of touch, you know, because I have, like, there's this anecdote, like, I know I'm all over the place, so this is just going to be a straight stream of consciousness, and we'll call it like that. I met this person, it was a guy, could have been a girl, and doesn't matter. And he was a friend of a friend, and we had been talking, you know, we were at the uni dorm and we had been talking. He was older. He was 5 years older, so we'd been talking for an entire evening, you know. We're just casually talking, waiting for the other friend to come back from work so we could go out and about and have dinner. And at one point of the conversation, like, I think this is it's the smallest gesture, but it's the nicest gesture that someone ever has given me. And he stopped talking and he stood up and he told me, you know, what you really need is a big hug. And I was like, what? You know, I was like, okay, I just laughed it off and whatnot. And sure enough, I went and I hugged him just from the distance. And he grabbed me and he gave me what it appears to be a real hug. You know, I had never been given one before. It sounds like, you know, that I made that up, but no. And it felt so good, like, you know, wow. Tears came into my eyes, and tears come to my eyes still when I remember this. And there was just that. It was like, look, from now on, if nothing more, I'll make sure that every time we encounter each other, we're gonna give each other a big old hug, you know, just to feel better hug and whatnot. But sadly enough, this guy, you know, he passed away. He passed away way too young, so he's no longer around or anything. And yeah, I don't wanna, I guess I'll make more parts of this video because I have to be places and whatnot, but this is just to show that you never know who you're talking with, you know. Everybody has issues, and I don't think that I am better or worse than anybody, but you know, I think that I lack a lot of love, and lately I've been really feeling this lack of love, and I have been so frustrated, you know, trying to give love and finding that maybe I am not interpreting things right, and maybe it's all in my head, but I feel like the love that I've been giving, you know, once like other times have happened in my life, once I open up and I decide to be myself and give love, the other person takes it as, I don't know, something bad or something else. And all of a sudden you have this person who was really willing and eager to get to know you, to be a part of your life and whatnot, fading into thin air, and I find myself thinking, what went wrong? You know, what went wrong? Because where's the point? You know, I don't have it's not like I don't have a conscience or whatever. I never learned the balance, you know, of, okay, if I say this, I'm gonna be too cold. And if I say this, I'm gonna go too far. And I wanna keep a happy middle. But it's really hard for me to keep a happy middle. And it is hard because I never have had this or have this. So yeah, when I say something, when I feel something, I say it because I mean it. And I think that this is not how, I think that this is how society should roll, but surely this is not how society rolls. You know, people really keep their things to themselves, and I'm not saying that this is a current situation, no, but this has happened to me in the past few years ago. You know, people will show you a complete facade just to get something out of you, and once they get that, they don't want anything else to do with you. And you know, I don't want to be the one who's falling down again on that trap, so I'm really trying to protect myself. But at the same time, I don't want to be the one who, for being fearful of getting hurt again, closes. You know, I don't want to get close again as if I was an oyster and disappear and, you know, hide my feelings away from everyone again, you know, keep them in the closet, like the skeleton in the closet, and move on with life and pretend everything's okay and that I don't care about anyone or anything and that I am cool with not having love. I'm sorry, I'm not that person. I'm a person who, much like pretty much everyone else, needs love, needs to share the love that it's feeling, and needs to receive love in return. And there's just that. And I guess I will continue another time because I rambled just long enough. So if you made it here, congratulations. And yeah, just let me know if you're interested in seeing more personal videos. Just, you know, if not for being sneaky, because we all like to be a little bit sneaky in someone else's life, just to see that you're not alone and that, you know, there's a way around and things and whatnot. Even in times when it's hard to believe. And yeah, just let me know if you're interested in seeing more videos like that. But today I just gotta get going. I have to stop it just right here, right now, and I think it's been long enough. So I hope you're having a beautiful day, and see you in the next one. Bye!